talked last time, it was just coming off the crazy month that was April. We talked about volatility and trends and flows. Here we are a couple of weeks out. Have things settled down even more?
Well, thank you so much for having me back on the show. It's great to see you both and to be here at the Milken Global Conference. Markets have been performing strong. You heard President Trump and you heard Secretary Bessent say this morning, never bet against America, because our capital markets are the deepest and most liquid in the world. And so I think it's a great time to be in the markets.
What's the strategy right now when it comes to crypto? This is a president that ran on being more crypto friendly. I know he's made a couple of overtures so far with executive orders, but the CFTC, in theory, is going to have to play a big role in that.
So I think what you've seen in this administration is that this is an administration built on optimism. There is an optimism about our economy, there's an optimism about growth and prosperity for all Americans, and there's an optimism about new opportunities in markets like crypto assets. Unified with that optimism is under the president's executive order that we're going to bring regulatory clarity. And I think when you think about digital assets, right, you can separate into two things. You can think about digital assets having tokenization as a new format for traditional financial instruments, and then you can think about unbacked crypto assets as a new asset class. And so particularly with the introduction today of a discussion draft for the market structure legislation, this is an attempt to bring that regulatory clarity that is needed to provide growth and opportunities for investors, for Americans. But with all of that, it's critically important that we have guardrails in place, and that legislation provides for guardrails as well.
Chair Pham, I want to say guardrails also include independence, and we have definitely seen the president remove some officials at several independent agencies, the NLRB, FTC. Any concerns about him potentially dismissing the two Democratic commissioners of the CFTC? I mean, if it isn't an independent body, what impact might it have on the regulator and the ability to make sure that there is respect in terms of the markets and the function by investors?
Our statutory mandate is so clear that we're here to ensure market integrity and that we're to prevent fraud, manipulation, and abuse in our markets. We're here to make sure that our markets are well functioning, and they're well functioning for everybody, for end users, for financial market participants, for banks, for dealers. And so no matter what, that mission never changes. And the president's executive orders for accountability for independent agencies actually just requires us to engage in cost-benefit analysis, which is already mandated by our statute. And so this cost-benefit analysis will make sure that we have regulations that are appropriately tailored so that the benefits are there without unnecessary costs and drag on the economy. And we have to submit that to OMB. That might add a little bit more time to our rulemaking process, but again, we already engage in cost-benefit analysis.
So you're not worried about losing the independence of the CFTC by the president removing anyone?
The CFTC is going to follow its statutory mandate no matter what.
Will you be the leader of the CFTC? Have there been any discussions about removing your acting title?
No. Have there been any discussions with you?
Not with me. I can make a phone call for you. I don't think I have any clout to get you.
I think you're a little closer.
To get you that. But I mean, have you had discussions, in all seriousness, with the White House about extending your tenure or making your tenure permanent?
So I have been so proud to support Brian Quintenz in his nomination to be the chairman of the CFTC. I look forward to hearing about his confirmation hearing when that gets scheduled and for him to be voted in. In fact, I've been so supportive of him even when he was a commissioner. That's how long I've known Brian. He's going to be a great leader for the CFTC, and I'm very much looking forward to going back to the private sector.